decided to go for side blades level 1. So he's actually taken the damage from the orb. Obviously his side blades return a lot of damage into Fada. Looks like also on top lane. Okay, Jirax, you're in trouble. There's no Icarus dive. Phobos is very low. He's gonna get the last punch in just before the Luna gets a revenge kill. But FNG was up here helping him out, so they go for a 1-1 trade-off on the top lane. But first blood goes the way of VP, thanks to the Dark Sea up. Like, but Tubman's gonna be careful just how close he gets to the lane.
My control's screwed.
Yeah, that's a lot of damage. Silent, is there enough? One more click would do the job, but no, they lost him in the trees. He actually turned around at one point to attack there. Mind control, well, he's got the tree which can block up the path. And Lil, well, he just leaves his own teammate for dead there. Well, not for dead, just in the trees.
Man, if Kuro had a...
Phobos getting so cheeky with that Darkseer. They're just jumping through the side. There's no Radiant Sentry Ward down here. In fact, sorry, there's the Obs a little bit further over. So they understand when Liquid and Jirax try and go for anything. And they go for the sharp block, and they're able to get Phobos with the TP in from Mind Control. Phobos will end up going down. And this time around, Team Liquid, they don't have the trade-off. Another Sprout kicks in, and there was no escaping there for FNG. Quick support and exactly what we expect from an Aegis Prophet.
Yeah, very well executed there. It is, of course, gonna cost them a bit of health on that bottom tower. Most likely, Prophet doesn't have teleport or scroll of teleportation ready, but okay. Did I just call it scroll of teleportation? Are you playing some RPG here?
I was in Warcraft 3 Dota when you can take your entire army back. Yeah.
Was it?
Yeah, the staff of teleportation.
I don't know. Anyway.
That's how you disengage from like those huge fights. You all became like immune and you took everything back. But yeah, you want to get back to Dota.
Yeah, so anyway, Mind Controls couldn't make it down there, but they TP down Kuro instead. And he gets quite a bit of levels from this actually, or experience.
Fada, nice pick.
He found Darkseer in the jungle and just killed him.
Yeah, he just walked. He walked down with an... That's a big thing for them. Actually bringing the puck as well. Okay, Snowball, they're going for Lil. They actually leave Silence alone. The Wrath of Nature kicks in and Lil, he tethers himself a long way away. He's still alive for the moment. One charging, bottle charging. It's not enough, and the shards barely misses the block on Silent. The Treants are moving over now. From Mind Control, bought him just enough time to get the spread off. Creates a whole bunch of new ones, but they cannot close the distance between themselves and CK. And they did sacrifice the Phoenix then. The Phoenix was brought down by the Io.
I think Fata might...
Like, you pick up a Luna, but you had to wait until like 30 minutes until she had items to survive a fight. Relocate? Yeah, they're coming up top of it. The Luna, they just go for it. The Eclipse will pop off, and Silence actually gets isolated. Both the Wisp and the CK going down. Liquid brought the whole team so quickly then. They got hit very hard by the Wrath of Nature as well.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Like...
Felt odd.
That was really weird. Like, they relocate on top of a Luna who they know has Eclipse. So, Matumba Man, if he reacted faster there, I think he could have precast the Eclipse even before they came in. But even then...
Oh, the curse. Where's the extra help? FNG's all alone. They're bringing in the TP support, but the Phoenix Egg is already down. Lil and God are here. So the Phoenix Egg now hits the ground. FNG will get stunned up by that one. Two players from Team Liquid are down. The Cold Embrace saving FNG for the moment. But the Dream Call from Fada. He actually locked God in as well. But then, protection. God, get the hell out of there. He's got Melda Valvel again. +5 one charge. So in he goes, but he goes for the strike on Fada. With that Sunray attacking it back, and yet no other choice than Lil. He's going for the kill over on Jirax. He's able to claim it before dying himself. As we're just getting scrappy right now. The 3 for 3, and then jumping down to bottom lane, where Phobos is adding in a lot of pressure. That one little creep is taking care of a lot of the creep wave that's here, but now in comes Kuro. Phobos, he's out of his surge away with the Tuskar punch. Phobos will go down. He leaves one last Iron Shell over on that tree into Mind Controls, which is getting separated from the pack. But he added a lot of pressure, but couldn't bring down that tower. In fact, it should be denied now.
Dire's middle tower
Liquid are just flat out just outplaying VP, and I think heroes are missing on the enemy team, but you're relocating a hero that can just cast Eclipse and really turn the fight around really quickly, and that if there's like any sort of support nearby, the Tusk is there, or the Phoenix is there, or the Puck is there, like if any of those three were there, they actually just die.
They just smoked, they knew the Team Liquid were here, and they jumped in with the Sunray Virtus.pro. They are being burned with the power of a Jirax. Phoenix now dive in further, go after Phobos. The wall will not hold out Team Liquid. A double kill for Mind Control. But they knew this, they were pinging out. The Observer Ward was placed by Team Liquid. and it was a Radiant Observer which got a most of Team Liquid's movement, and then they smoked out of at least range of the Observer.
No,
But
G as
God's
well.
in trouble too. He'll go invis for the moment. There's still a lot of burn there, and he runs back out. There's 5 heroes lost for Virtus.pro. Yes, you do sacrifice the Tusker, but that kill happened after TA went down, and now you're gonna curse on the Fada. That's not enough to control it with the relocate forward. Now you'll see VP getting some trades. Mind control, hiding himself in the tree like he can't. No, really? He TPs himself away to safety on 90 HP. Oh boy.
This is not VP's day so far. Like,
This is the concern I kind of had for VP coming into this competition. Like, I'm certain, like, if we actually had the panel on this second stream, they'd be talking about the same kind of thing with VP. Like, they struggle to look stable at LAN events whenever they turn up. Like, online, they look absolutely fantastic. They then come up to a LAN event, and things just don't seem to click perfectly. They still like, place up, like, in the top 8.
yeah,
But-
exactly. They seem to, like, in the world scene for the last year or so, they're a stable, like, 5th, 6th placer. But in this game, or in this series so far, I don't think they've played top 8 material for this tournament. And they're definitely not happy themselves either, because it just feels like they aren't, like, they're not playing to their own strengths as much as I would have liked to see.
Well, that's a little odd from the top of it. But they still should have enough magical damage they can kill off Silence, especially as he now comes out of a cold embrace. Fada blinks in for the Rift kill.
And I mean, we've talked a lot about VP, but let's be real here. Liquid are also playing some seriously good Dota. As much as I'm a little bit disappointed in VP's play so far.
The Fada may actually complete the Aghanim Scepter before that CK has the BKB. And that's when Silence probably feeling confident enough that he could just battle, because he didn't go for the armlet. So he doesn't have this big strength advantage. Okay, God. Mind control. So I get the vision on him, understand where he's going. You've still got a Dream Call, so God can't TP himself out of here.
He can, like... Oh, he's just manning up. All right.
He does a lot of damage. There's a double damage rune over on God. Problem is he needs a vision, and the tree, the creep wave actually gives it to him. Support arrived. When they brought down 2 players, Fada is hiding in this tree line. God won't find him, but yeah, okay.
Everything Phoenix does gets countered by this item, apart from the stun from his ult. So now Refraction just got like 3 times as good with this item pickup. And sure, you can tank that stun from the Aghanim's puck, which is annoying, but if you don't have a BKB, you also take the
Observer's down. The curse over on Matopman. Remember, he's got a lot of armor, but that Phoenix Egg, it's a long way away from this fight. Matopman's going to go down very, very quickly. And no, the egg will crack. God's the other one to be really affected by it, but then breaks from that, instantly kills Okuro, and Team Liquid, they're bailing as fast as they possibly can.
Yeah, when Luna dies, like, the fight is over. Liquid are doing the right thing, just saving as many as they can. I'm pretty sure the moment they saw that curse and then the back wall, Kuro, I mean, regardless,
They see this.
you actually often get, when you're playing against a TA, some core heroes that will almost never get Manta end up buying it with high priority.
They didn't throw down a sentry ward.
Just have to get rid of the Refraction.
This is the vision right now of Virtus.pro. They see perfectly inside the pit. They understand the exact position that Roshan's at. Fada is waiting outside, and now they have gotten rid of the trap, but the jump comes in. Phobos, a 3-man wall, not the perfect combination. Kuro even gets a punch over on God, as, well, the curse is used on the Luna. A BKB will now be triggered, and Silence triggers his own. He'll come back in for the fight. They can go close towards Kuro's, but Talman lets the ulti off for Silence under the cover of his own BKB. It's the only one getting hit by that Eclipse, so no damage really being done. And God, they line him up. Careful of the side blade spill. Also with the puck, all Fada, all 5 players of Team Liquid trying to run out the same line, and Kuro, he has to go back in again. Do they find something? No, they don't. They're gonna lose everything. Liquid, well, maybe G-Rex with the sunburn. Silence dropping down low. Fada still in the middle of the fight. He phase shifts. He survives. Phobos trapped in the tree arming, and he'll actually go down. G-Rex has a triple kill as this Phoenix. God is still on the front lines, the Earth's ticking him down. They let the Veil of Discord go, and it's over on God. Refraction will help him stay alive for the moment. He's still got meld available to G-Rex again going into the Sunray. How are Liquid remaining alive in this fight? Finally, VP just say, screw this. Let's try and go for Roshan. The orb is on him from Fada. He's got blink in 2 seconds, but 2 seconds is too long. VP will take Roshan, they'll grab the Aegis of the Immortal, and they'll get out of what was a clusterfuck of a fight around Roshan.
That was absolutely an incredible fight, and what didn't we have that he is #1 in games played on the hero in competitive Dota, and Now that that hero is back, Fata should just be playing this very often. He is incredible on the hero. Yep, just decides it. That's Caster's curse right there. I think it might actually be okay anyway.
He didn't see it perfectly coming. Actually, they may try and capitalize this, but Sandra then just BKB. He stands his ground. Fata is still very low inside the pit, tries to hide himself off for Silent. Oh, that's easy. Blink yourself away, dodge the attack. You did lose the Phoenix. He burned his egg as well, and there's no way for Kuro to really escape from this. It looked half decent for Team Liquid until CK tried with evasion, and instantly God just flies out the Monkey King bar and a jump into your rats. Okay, Silent, if one of him wasn't enough, he's going full Agent Silent right now. Looking for another attack. Kuro snowballs away quickly, but Reality Rift just drags you back into that Chaos Knight's embrace. And this is mid-rax. This really is GG.
Yeah.
You've got two heroes who cannot come back. One who can expend buyback, but you've lost your mid-rax 100%, and you've probably lost your top.
Absolutely, there's no way in hell they're going to hold this second lane either.
How do you hold again? Like, you come back out of this, and Silent's going to have a full heart. Like, he's already walking around with a Reaver on this Chaos Knight. This VP lineup is just too rich.
Dire's top barracks has fallen.
Yeah, I agree.
There's no easier way to say it.
It's like,
Hey,
the game has been going in this direction for 15 minutes to be fair, so it's not like shocking or surprising that this ends up happening, but
yeah. It's just the sharp spike which has now come recently, which is like, okay, like you haven't just items don't match their timings.
Gonna break a smoke here. There's like nothing working for Liquid.
They throw the sentry down. They at least know the observer what's there. The quick snowball, and then just the this is just no. Just Matoman is currently being held in place by that ultimate. There is no escape here. Fighter can throw down the Dream Call, but it's gonna be like wishful thinking that he can control them. They jump out, they relocate forward, so God can blink down, but it's actually the Iron Shell from Phobos that finds the kill. Fighter's on the run, but finally the GG call will come out. And for the first time with me, at least casting here on the second stream, we are going to be having a game number 3. It is not a whitewash, but definitely a very, I would say, what's the word? Confidence invoking game from BP after the first 10 minutes.
Absolutely. I consider them the favorites going into Game 3 now because, you know, Liquid, they picked a draft similar to what they ran in Game 1, and they were looking good, and now it failed. So now they need to rethink their approach perhaps, and maybe consider a couple of fixes either through bans or picks, whereas VP went for a completely different lineup.